So welcome to my class, continuing on with Unit 6, and we also talked about the behavior of the total cost, total variable cost, total fixed cost. In this, we are going to talk about their relationship. Of course, we've discussed their behavior. You can see the table, and with the help of the table, we can also define the relationship. The relationship between TFC, TVC, and TC can be explained with this table, that since TC is equal, that is total cost is equal to TFC plus TVC, total cost curve can be obtained by adding total fixed cost and total variable curves vertically at each level of output. Now total cost and total variable cost curves have similar shapes. Both are inversely S-shaped. The only difference is that the TVC starts from origin while TC starts above the origin. That is because of the TFC. That is because of TFC. TFC is given. Even let me just show you the curves. Like, look at this. So these are the curves. You can just have a look, and so you can see the similar shapes of TC and TVC curves. Both are inversely S-shaped. The only difference is that the TVC starts from origin while TC starts above the origin. Now at zero level of output, total cost is equal to total fixed cost in the short run, because total variable cost is equal to 0 at zero level of output. So total cost and total fixed cost curves start from the same point, which is somewhere above the origin. You can see that. So that is the total fixed cost. The vertical difference between total cost and total variable cost curves represent the total fixed cost, which remains constant. So total cost and total variable costs are parallel to each other, as you see that. And we will find that the vertical difference between the two curves represents total variable costs. So these are the relationships that you have to just keep in mind when you're learning total costs. That when you're talking about the total fixed cost, the total variable cost, and the total cost, you have to see the total cost comprises of some total fixed costs and total variable costs in the short run. So you can derive, so you see that since total cost is equal to total fixed cost plus total variable cost, total cost curve can be obtained by adding total fixed cost and total variable cost curves vertically at each level of output. And they have similar shapes, as we have already talked about. And you can, if you have total fixed cost and total variable cost, you get the total cost. But if you have total fixed cost, you want to find out the total fixed cost, then, and you have total cost and total variable cost given, then from the total cost, when you take away total variable cost, you will get total fixed cost. And if you want to find out total variable cost given total cost and total fixed cost, you will minus from the total cost total fixed cost. This is how it goes. So because they're slow, so each one is one rather, so there's such a close knit thing that even the formula that you derive is from each other. And the shapes we've already discussed, and in the other class, in the next class, I'm going to talk about average cost curves.